What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Alexis Lavoe. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those who don't know who I am, owner of LavoeLife.com. Been doing full-time videography for 8 years. So the purpose of this video is called Fuck Your Niche. I'm part of some videography groups on Facebook, and honestly, sometimes I leave my opinion or I ask questions.
Nobody asked you, bold boy.
I don't like to frequent them too often because a lot of times I feel like, no offense to anyone out there, but they're kind of stupid. I feel like a lot of questions that are asked there you can easily Google. But you know, I don't judge anyone. It is what it is. I just choose not to. I don't get any real value from them. Sometimes you have like a few gems here and there, but for those who don't know, I recently put up a video detailing how much money I made in 2021 as a full-time videographer. It was my first year working for myself fully. I've done videography for 8 years. I've either worked for a company or I've done it part-time. It was always around, but I always had like a job. My first year doing videography full-time by myself, as my own name, my own brand, and I made it was like 73K. So I put that into the Facebook group and I got a ton of questions, 300 likes, and I got about like 140 comments. And out of the 140 comments, about 80% of them was people asking me, what is my niche? I want to talk about that a little bit, right? This is why I say fuck your niche. This is not tailored to people who've been doing videography for years, who are somewhat successful at running a business. This is not for you. If this is who you are, don't watch. This is more so tailored to the people who are just starting off, who are just diving into it full time, people who are struggling and are trying to get their business off the ground. This video is for you. Although I do agree with finding your niche, I do think that some people try to find it way too soon, all right? So I feel like, yes, finding your niche to specialize in a certain type of videography, certain type of skill is helpful. It is necessary when raising your prices and providing more value to a client. I fully agree on that, but I think when you're first starting off, that is the last thing you should be worried about. You should not be worried about finding your niche. You should not care about your niche. You should not care about what your passion is. You should worry about making some fucking money. First, before you find your niche, you need to be established as a videographer in your area, in your state, in your city, in your neighborhood, whatever. People need to know you as the guy who does video. That needs to be solidified first. If people kind of don't really have an idea, you know, they kind of somewhat know, no. They have to fully know you and a camera equals dope shit. In the process of you doing that, you have to take on every and anything that's paying, right? Keyword, paying. You can put that here. Take jobs that are paying, all right? The exposure stuff, we'll talk about that in another video, but you have to take any job that's paying, and there is where you're going to establish the fact that you own a camera, you have the equipment, and you're good at what you do. That process alone should take you about a year to 2 years, right? 2 years to be safe, but if you really hustle and bust your ass, it'll take you about a year. After a year, then you can start somewhat finding your niche and figure out what it's gonna take for you to get there and to be a leader in that niche. Before you find your niche, before you get there, you are in what I call survival mode.
But what you gotta think about is when you don't have resources, you in survival mode. You know, so being in survival mode automatically rules out a lot of things because you don't care about morality, because you don't experience morality. You experience, you know, the need to survive. You don't experience, you know, fairness. You don't experience planning for the future. You just experience my ribs touching. You know what I mean? And it's better me than you. And you know, it's a survival instinct that kick in. So I think once you get out of the survival mode, your morals come back closer to your daily decision making. You start thinking about what's right and what do I believe in. But until you get out of survival mode, you ain't got time to be worrying about right and wrong. You worrying about bottom line. You know what I mean? By any means necessary.
I don't care if someone wanted me to film their puppy running down the beach. If they want to pay me $2,000 to film your puppy, I'll film your puppy. Like I'm not saying, you know, a lot of guys get caught up in that find your niche lane and they turn down jobs, which you should not do. What happens when you turn down jobs? You turn down money, obviously. You turn down experience. You turn down opportunity, because that can lead to other things. And you turn down your niche because you doing every single job, you are quickly going to find out what you enjoy, what you do not enjoy, what you're good at, what you're not good at. Yes, all videography for the most part has the same basics, but there are different nuances and different skill sets that apply to each category, right? You're not gonna shoot a music video the same way you shoot a wedding. There are certain skills that are transferable, but it is completely different skills. But how are you going to find out what you're good at and what you're not good at if you don't try everything? If they're paying you and you need to get your bills paid, you need to get your rent paid, take the job. And it frustrated me in that Facebook group because 100 people were asking me about what my niche is, and then right under that, they're talking about what type of camera they should buy. You're on level 3, and you haven't even completed level 1. I think too many people get caught up in their passion and get caught up too much in the creative, and they lose sight of what this is. If you want to do this full time, you have to understand that this is a business. And when it comes down to business, you have to be generating revenue. So yes, find your niche, however you want to say it, niche, I don't really care. Find that, but before you get to that, take everything. Make money. Get out of survival mode. When you get out of survival mode, now you're a little bit in the comfort zone. Now you can take the time off to turn down certain jobs. People get too caught up in the niche thing, man. Listen, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Stop worrying about the niche, worry about bringing in money. Once you bring in money, and you're able to pay your bills, and you're not stressing, now you can start thinking about your niche. Sorry, I just had to kind of go on a little rant. If you found value in this video, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Alexis Lavoe. Thank you for tuning in. We out.